Hey everyone, this is Cassius from Tryptamine Astrology. I'm going to be going over the astrology of the week of October 15th through 22nd. We have a strange thing going on right here. We have 2 2 2 2 2 2. Well, maybe that's just imagined synchronicity, but either way. Here's what's going on this week. Today we have the conjunction of the Sun and Haumea, which I can't really feel. I can't really feel it. Maybe it's something that I'm not feeling, but the Monday new moon that occurred at 19 degrees Libra in conjunction with Haumea, I think that's when the energy of Haumea hit us, and I think it was a blast of motivation. That was also due to Jupiter conjunct Mars trine Pluto, which is still going on, kind of past now, starting to pass. But yeah, anyway, something that's really dominating this week is Venus square Saturn. This Venus square Saturn is making socializing very difficult, and it's making people very sensitive. In addition to Venus opposition Neptune, this Venus square Saturn is hitting exactly on the same point that all of the harsh aspects of the last 3 months have been hitting us at. This all started with Jupiter right there at the end of Leo, square Saturn stuck at the end of Scorpio in August. That Jupiter square Saturn kicked off this kind of era of harsh lessons, you know? And then not Venus, Mars came to square Saturn at that exact same spot. And after these squares to Saturn from Jupiter and then Mars, Jupiter and Mars proceeded to oppose Neptune and turn that hard Saturnness into a confusing Neptune aspect. So it's been one by one. From this point, Jupiter, Mars, and Venus, and Mercury, and the Sun have all had to cross the end of Leo, the beginning of Virgo, to square Saturn and oppose Neptune, causing harsh lessons, confusion, illusion, dissolving solid things. Consistently, just over and over, just being bashed with these things for the last several months. And then the Mercury retrograde happened and conjoined Mackay, and that's another harsh planet. We've just been bombarded with lessons the last several months. I've been waiting for us to get a break, but every time we get a break, we get something positive like Jupiter trine Pluto, Mars trine Pluto. It's honestly struck down with a confusing aspect or a harsh aspect. And we're about to feel that yet again. Saturn is squaring Venus, and Venus is moving to oppose Neptune just like Jupiter did in September, the highlight of September, just like Mars did when I thought it was going to be over. This is a continued era of lessons, honestly. Saturn is stuck in a sesquiquadrate to Uranus. That's really difficult to explain, but basically, there's just a prevailing, piercing, harsh energy this week still. There's a great motivation and piercing willpower that's coming out of Jupiter conjunct Mars to trine Pluto, and Mars conjunct Jupiter is a great, expansive, positive thing. But it's very difficult for us to get over this sensitive point that's being touched on over here that just keeps getting touched and brought back up, you know? So we're struggling to get over a lot of confusion right now. Illusion, dissolving what seems solid. But we have to use this positive, extremely powerful willpower of Jupiter conjunct Mars trine Pluto to get over this. We have to find that deep, piercing willpower and just push through. we have to stay loving each other and stay there for each other and not get into some petty conflict with Venus, which is socializing, squaring Saturn, which is lessons, limitation, that would be a conflict, all that. There's a lot to get over right now. We have to stay positive, and let me tell you right now, we have to use this Jupiter trine Pluto, this positive thing that we feel under the surface right now, to create a foundation so that we can be okay for the next 2 months. Because in the next 2 months, there's honestly going to be something even worse than the last few months of aspects. There's going to be Saturn square Neptune. Let me tell you right now, Saturn square Neptune is going to be the worst thing we've felt in a long time. It sucks, I wish that it weren't this bad. But it is honestly a time of lessons. And we have to face the truth of whatever we find right now, individually, collectively. So let's transmute this positive Jupiter, Mars conjunct Jupiter, trine Pluto energy. Let's transmute that into a willpower to make something solid that'll get us through this next few months. Let's be solid. Much love. Stay up to date on my daily horoscopes and my definitions of aspects that I'm going to be posting on my page, Trip to Mean Astrology. Much love. Peace.